Hi Leo, welcome to the new moon in Gemini reading for June 6, 2024. New moons bring in new cycles. And the direction that this reading is going in is number 3, consciousness, dark thoughts. Number 3 is the number for the creative principle. So I do think you want to be careful of creating any unnecessary negative thoughts or situations that may be coming, because this is the shadows of the mind, and this card can does speak about feeling or being drawn into questionable activities or unsavory people, right? People that we probably shouldn't be hanging out with. It's important for you to investigate your choices. Your intuition can really help you to determine if they honor who you really are. I think this is also about patterns and negative thinking patterns. And so it's important for you to understand what unhealthy habits you're dealing with in your daily life. Any kind of worrisome thinking or escapist behavior is important to look at. And it is really about managing your negative thoughts and creating healthier habits. Finding ways to relax, eating healthy, etc. So that's the direction the reading is going in. Let's see how that's playing out with the tarot here for you. The first column is where you find yourself at the time of the new moon, and or rather, whether you are consciously creating something new for yourself. The new moon, beginning a new cycle. Nice, the Knight of Cups, and the Queen of Swords. Okay. The center column is you and how you're behaving, what you're thinking, what you're doing, that kind of thing. And the last column is probable outcome. Probable because when you get information, it's very possible that you can change the situation, right? Forewarned is forearmed. But also, there are things that we have decided to experience in our life, and this will be for furthering your growth. May not seem like it at the time. Very often it doesn't. But in hindsight, we may think twice about that. So, let me put this back here. See if it'll stand better. Yes, it will. Okay. Cool. Knight of Cups, Queen of Swords. So the Knight of Cups is a very sweet card. It is enjoying life. It's having some fun. It's maybe going out on a romantic date. It can be asking somebody out. It can be offering love and fun. The Knight of Cups can sometimes be the escapist energy, right? Let's cover up that thing with party, right? Let's cover up those dark thoughts with the party, with drinking, with merriment. It can be that, but it can also just be an offer of love, right? Or looking for some enjoyment, looking for fun to remove ourselves from the dark thoughts. With that, you have the Queen of Swords. So this is somebody who can be quite critical. They can be critical of themselves, but they can be critical of other people. They can also just have a critical eye, and that's not always a negative thing. But they can also have a sharp tongue that goes with it. They are somebody who wants clarity in their head, but that can create a lot of chaos and dust on the ground, right? You can kick up some dust, if you know what I mean. These people often have sharp features, pointy features. So pointy nose, pointy chin, sharp eyes. They are often refined people, but not always. It is my Virgo card. They may not be Virgos, but they can behave like one. So this is somebody who can have really great attention to detail. Okay. Well, judgment goes very well with the Queen of Swords. But we may be coming to some conclusions here. And remember, if we are around people who we wonder if they are on the same page that we are, that their honor is as ours, right? That's where judgment kind of comes in. These are epiphanies. This is a call to action, and a Queen of Swords is definitely somebody who can act on something quite decisively. It's also a card of knowing where we stand, knowing where our place is in the universe. It's epiphanies, and it is the clarion call, right? Like I said, a call to action. It's a major arcana, and you have 3 major arcana so far. So this can be a lot of things going on in an internal level. You may even be behaving like that Queen of Swords, being logical about things. But I do think if it is, you're going between the emotions and the mental, right? There's this kind of play between the two. However, it can also be somebody around you that is offering love, or you're offering love to them, and it may be the time to do that, to take action. Maybe you've been kind of hemming and hawing about it. You're not so sure. Should I ask them out? Shouldn't I ask them out? And then there's this kind of clarion call coming like, okay, this is the moment. Okay, or even proposal, right? This is the moment. That kind of thing. That kind of energy. Or maybe this person is doing that because you are walking away from some old emotional baggage and moving up. Now, it can be with a heavy heart that we're letting something go. And this can even be recreational activities. These are things that we once enjoyed, we once had fun with, right? But they don't bring the same pleasure that they used to anymore. It can even be as easy as like we're having a garage sale and all the things that I used to love, or toys that my child had, or my own toys when I was young, but now it's time to kind of let them go, and it's a little bit difficult. It's that kind of energy. It doesn't have to be too heavy or epic, right? It can just be the little things. But maybe it's because we want to go on vacation, and so we're going to see what we can sell and gather extra money, and now's the time to do it. We're going to make those decisive actions. It can be that simple. It doesn't have to be that heavy, okay? Albeit there are some dark thoughts here. But that can just be the difficulty of letting stuff go. The Wheel of Fortune, however, brings you a new cycle and a new beginning. It's a change of luck. It's also the card that tells you that life is a gamble. And sometimes you're at the top of the wheel and sometimes you're at the bottom of the wheel. But the wheel keeps turning, and so this too shall pass. Whether you're on the top or the bottom, unfortunately. So, with that, you have another major arcana card here. You have the Hermit. So, this is the card of kind of wanting to be on your own. You could feel very internal. This is seeking information. You digest the information and you turn it to wisdom. And then you have the ability to help other people with any situation that they might be dealing with. You could be in search of something as well. I do want to, for some reason, want to pull one more for that. Oddly enough, it's also related to Virgo. Okay, you have a Page of Cups. So this can be you, or it can be somebody who is around you. I wanted to say related to, so maybe it's somebody you're related to. Um, that's interesting because that just was there. So for somebody, it's definitely a relation. But it can also be you. And this is somebody who is very intuitive, but they can go down these dark thought paths um, and feel quite internal. Um, it's kind of like facing your insecurities. It's going there. Um, Pisces, fish are deep waters, right? They're deep waters. And even the tunic that he's wearing is the lotus. And the lotus grows in the muck and the mud, right? But it finds its way to the top. But it's where the nutrients are, in that darkness, in that kind of dank energy. But that's where all the juice is. That's where all the vitamins and minerals are. That's where all the it's your depth. But the problem is not to stay there too long, right? And I don't think we will, because we're looking for something here. We're searching, like, it feels to me like we're searching the depths of our emotions here. But when we do that, it turns things around. And part of this is, what I'm feeling is that life is a gamble. Like, because Page of Cups can be insecurities. And it's just, we don't know all the time. Life is a gamble. We take a spin of the wheel. Okay, um, let's go further. The Seven of Cups and the Hanged Man. The Seven of Cups is our choices. These are the 7 planets that are offering you 7 different things. And you have everything there, from a castle to beauty to knowledge to jewels to victory, wisdom. But the thing is, there's confusion in these choices. Now, it is the number 7, and 7 is kind of like the surprise number. It's the out of the box number. It's not cookie cutter. And so maybe your choice is going to be something that is a little different than you normally choose. And in any case, there's some confusion, so you may take the time with the Hanged Man. Now, the Hanged Man is associated with the element of water. And so again, we're kind of searching the depths of our emotional side here. I definitely feel that. Which is interesting for Leo, I think. Um, the Hanged Man is that at this moment things may not be in your hands. And there is this sort of, it's a surrender card, and it's probable that it's surrendering control. But it's also the element of that we have to give up something. There's a sacrifice made here. But when we give it up, there's enlightenment. Let's see what that may be. That's interesting. This is a rather deep reading, I think, for you, Leo. Yeah. There's this feeling here of getting in your head too much and overthinking. So here's where the dark thoughts come in. Because the Nine of Swords is allowing a thought to get away from you. When that happens, when confusion sets in, do not turn to drink, but do something physical. because it changes your energy. See, there's this very inert energy here with the Hanged Man. And again, all this energy around your head. So there's quite an emphasis on the confusion that you can feel, or the depth of consciousness that you can go to, where you can believe that a thought is true, and it may or may not be, but that's not the point. The idea here is get out of your head. Too much emphasis on your head, way too much. Be more physical. Be more physical. The Nine of Pentacles or Swords is definitely telling you to get out of your head and to go and do something mundane. Go tend to the garden, go do the dishes, go play racquetball, but do something very, very physical. And that should help you. What does Spirit want you to know? Pegasus, open your heart to love and joy. That's all you have to do. And I think that's the Judgment card, right? That's just the Judgment card. And the Knight of Cups. Like, go find love. It's really everywhere. It's in your pet. It's in people around you. You may not even realize it. But the idea here is to open your heart to it. And the interesting thing about the Seven of Cups card is, in those confusing choices, it says to choose what the heart wants. And so there may be a sacrifice that you have to make in order to choose what the heart wants. Don't overthink it. And again, make your choice, because the Wheel of Fortune, right? It's a gamble. And sometimes you're at the top and sometimes you're at the bottom. And then you'll be at the top again and then you'll be at the bottom again. That's just life. Those are the cycles. That's reality. Okay, Leo, I hope this has been helpful. I will return in 2 weeks with a full moon reading, hopefully with some better news for you. But I think this is not a bad card to end on. It is asking you to open your heart. And I do think once you do that, you'll find that love is everywhere. Okay? All right. Take good care. Thank you for listening. Bye for now.